Growing Up Boomer. I'm your host, Padre, with my co-host, Cotton. And this podcast is dedicated to the life and times of the baby boomer generation. The show is loosely scripted, and sometimes we'll go down rabbit holes, and where it leads us to, one will never know. This podcast can be informative, funny, and sometimes irreverent. But most of all, we hope you find it entertaining. Hey, Cotton, how's it going, my man?
I'm doing well, Padre, and yourself?
Oh, man, you know what? You know my birthday's coming up, right?
That's right.
Yeah. Hey, and yeah, I consider myself lucky. You know why?
Why is that?
Because I can still remember it's my birthday.
You know what? I actually think I got it written down somewhere.
I know it. You just say, all you're saying is, hey, this guy's a lot older than me and he's still going, so it'll be okay for me.
Yeah, that's okay for you. I'm ready to go anytime.
Oh, yeah. But you know what, man? You know, I know I'm getting old and I'm looking bad. You know how I know that?
How do you know that?
Because, you know, every time I come down south, I go out to the cemetery and lay flowers on all my family's graves. Because, you know, I've had them buried in the same area. Last time I went, two guys chased me with the shovels because they thought I was a walking dead.
Oh, jeez.
Cotton, I got to tell you, I have a movie review for you.
Oh, good.
Yeah, baby. We haven't done a movie review in a long time.
All right.
Okay, you ready?
I'm ready.
Okay, Beetlejuice.
Oh, did you see it?
Yeah. Oh, I saw it on the big screen on the Extreme Digital.
And we're planning on going.
Oh, you will love it.
Oh, terrific.
If you love the first one, you will love this one.
Oh, great.
So since you're going to see it, I won't say too much about it, okay?
Yeah.
But I will say this. Tim Burton is not a slave to AI.
Okay.
You know, I mean, all of this stuff is not generated by AI.
Yeah.
You know, he is old school type of guy. It is pretty funny. And
it's great.
And I'm going to tell you, some of it is not politically correct either.
Uh-oh.
All right, I'll tell you what. When you see it, I want you to tell me what you think isn't politically correct.
Okay.
It's pretty funny, though. It is pretty funny.
We're planning on seeing it.
Oh, yeah. Michael Keaton, again, does an outstanding job. And you know what?
Yeah.
This dude is like 70, I'm going to say 73 years old now.
Oh, yeah.
You know, me and him are buds. You know, when they come, we're from the same, generation, the old baby boomers, the revolutionary baby boomers. But the thing is, since the makeup was so good on the first one, he doesn't look any different. Remember the first one, he had a little pot belly?
Yep.
Yeah, so he does not look any different. Oh, all right. You are going to love it. It's one of those movies that just crack me up.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, we're planning on going to see it.
Right.
That's awesome.
It is a big screen movie, and I saw it in Extreme Digital. I loved every minute of it. But then again...
That's fantastic.
But then again, those are my kind of movies.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
It's like I've got the Padre household movie library, and I've got some bad movies in there. My son will come over and I'm watching one of them. Like I like this one movie called Ultraviolet, and it's it was done off a comic. And I just love those kind of superhero type of anti-hero type of movies, like Johnny Mnemonic with Keanu Reeves, and I just like those bad movies. And he tells me, "Dad, this is a really bad movie," and I tell him, "This is from somebody who likes Step Brothers."
Exactly.
Someone who likes Will Ferrell movies, and you're telling me my movies are bad. All right, well, Cotton, what do you say we get into our podcast, buddy?
I'm ready to rock.
All righty. You know what today's podcast is on?
Yes, sir, Bob.
Yeah, your decade, man, the 70's.
Yes.
Yeah, you've always told me that was the best decade ever.
I would say, yeah, mid 70's.
Yeah. So that's when you were graduating high school.
Yeah.
Yeah.
75.
Yeah. Yeah. I was married.
Yeah.
High school's way in the rearview mirror, man. I'm already married in 75.
Womp womp.
But before we do, man, I came across this article that's going to crack you up. All righty? Get this. Are you ready?
Okay.
Unpaid $7 Waffle House bill leads to ID theft ring.
That's kind of weird.
Oh, now get this, okay? Pearl River, Louisiana. This is where it happens. Louisiana police say an unpaid $7 Waffle House bill has led them to make 2 arrests and break a Los Angeles-based identity theft ring.
Wow.
Yeah. Pearl River police say investigators were told 2 men drove off in a U-Haul van after stiffing the restaurant Saturday. Police say patrol officers spotted the van at the hotel and the passengers ran into the woods as they approached. Of course. You know something's bad if they're running away from you, right?
Yeah.
A police statement Thursday said officers arrested both the driver and the passenger and searched the van, turned up fake identification, credit cards, and a credit card scheming device.
Wow.
And get this is the most important thing, a Waffle House receipt for $7.41. Police say investigators
got to put something in there.
Yeah. Police say investigators are working with the Secret Service and more arrests are possible. Chief C.C. Jennings says that this is an etiquette lesson. Pay your bill and tip your waitress.
There you go.
Yeah. Oh, boy. Well, I tell you what. Now, this is ineptitude in crime. All right.
Yeah.
$7, okay? And remember, Pearl River, this has got to be a small town. You stiff somebody there, man, they're calling the cops. Yeah. It's like this little town I live in. Everybody knows what's going on, man. You know, that's why, you know, when you're raising kids up here,
yeah,
and your wife works for the police department, you know they're going to be in their best behavior.
Yeah. I
mean, they would tell my wife when our kids were jaywalking. All righty. Well, let's get back into the podcast. What do you say, Cotton?
That sounds good to me.
All righty. You know, I know you always like to reminisce because the music was awesome back then. That's what you tell me anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And you basically turned me into an Eagles fan. Even though my wife does love the Eagles, I really didn't listen to them until you and I, would get together every so often and play. You'd show me how to play a few Eagles songs.
Yeah.
And then I really started.
I love the Eagles. Yeah.
Yeah, and I really started saying, "Man, that was great music." Remember? And how about fashion? Unbelievable fashion.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, there was no holding back, man. We had some fashions that I'm addressing today, and I'm going like, yeah, they probably were pretty over the top.
Yep.
Yeah. I mean, you know, and kind of like the carefree spirit. I mean, for you, it was the late 60s, early 70s. You probably rode everywhere on your bike. There's like a carefree spirit. Oh, yeah, you know, you didn't have to worry about stuff going down out there, you know?
Yep.
Yeah. And you think about, you know, when you the first thing about the music, I mean, you had disco, Motown, you had, I mean, bands like Led Zeppelin.
There you go. Now you're getting hot.
Yeah, Pink Floyd, and you were getting into like the Bob Segers.
Yeah.
Right. I mean, Allman Brothers, Creedence Clearwater. I mean, just a ton of the Eagles, just a ton of bands. That you
what
know
about the Doobie Brothers? Don't leave the Doobie Brothers.
I apologize. Oh, please forgive me. The Doobie Brothers, I forgot. That was also one that you really liked. You know? Mm-hmm. Oh, the Doobie Brothers. You're right. You know, I mean, they still sound as good today as they did back then.
Oh.
You know? I mean,
they do.
Yeah,
They do.
yeah. And then, of course, your thing was always because you were such a fashion maven. You
All
remember?
right.
Alrighty. And remember platform shoes?
Oh yeah.
Oh God, did you have platform shoes?
No, but I had real thick heels.
Or real high heels?
I had them in high school for I think 1 year, and then I got rid of them and said to myself, "You ain't going any further.
You ain't getting any taller. This is it, right?" What was that movie? What was the movie? Oh, Pee-wee's Big Adventure.
Yeah.
When they do the tequila and he talks to the waiter, right?
Yeah.
The busboy, and and all of a sudden the guy gets real short and the real high platform shoes, and he puts them on. Dun, 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 dun. Oh, those were big. And remember
you had to do that.
Yeah. And the funny thing was, remember they used to have goldfish in some. Do you remember that?
Oh, really?
Yeah.
No.
Oh, yeah. They would have goldfish in some. I mean, they were just unbelievable.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah. And how about the voices? I mean, you had Carole King.
Oh, yeah.
Right?
Wonderful.
Oh, yeah. I mean, James Taylor. You're still doing Joni Mitchell, right?
Yep.
Joan Baez. And how about Linda Ronstadt?
Oh, yeah. Oh, she was my fave.
Oh, she was awesome.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
But
yeah. Wonderful.
Well, getting back to fashion, how about the loud print shirts?
Oh yeah, those were cute. They were cool. That's when I started painting shirts.
Remember the shirts? They were really loud prints, but they had like images, and you had to really look hard to see them. Mm-hmm. You really had to concentrate to see what that image was. Hey, how about this at the 70s? How about TV shows?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, some of them are still great, and I watch them.
Which one was your best TV show in the 70s?
There was Adam 12, I think, was in the 70s. Throw one at me.
All in the Family?
Oh, yeah.
MASH?
Yeah, that was great.
Mork and Mindy?
Yeah, and they all lasted for years.
Yes, Mary Tyler Moore Show, right?
Yeah. Dick Van Dyke, yeah.
And how about the miniseries, like Roots?
Yeah, never got into that one.
Yeah, oh, that one was awesome. What was the other one? The Blue and the Gray, and they're like big miniseries type of things. There was quite a few of them that I really got into. That's when I was really into television.
Ah.
Hey, speaking of TV, how about the sign-off? Remember the sign-off?
For who?
For the channels, like Channel 13.
Oh.
You'd fall asleep, and all of a sudden you woke up, and there's like static on the TV.
Oh, I know what you're going for now. Yeah.
Or one with Channel 13 would have that. Yeah, and it'd have the Indian chieftain. Remember with the pattern in the back.
Yeah.
That was unreal. That was unreal. And they had some great movies back then too. Remember?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you had Jaws, you had Star Wars, The Godfather.
Yep.
But
what a tough one that was. Yeah.
I mean, One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest. But let's be honest. All the bad movies, all the Poseidon Adventure, The Towering Inferno, Earthquake, and don't forget Airplane.
Yeah, that's right.
And you were
going, something may be going on here.
Hey, you were still going to the drive-ins in the 70s, I bet.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
And the beauty of, remember this one, this was the birth of video games, was the 70s.
Oh, God.
Remember Pong?
70s.
Remember Pong?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Boop, boop. Just that was the big thing, man. Yeah. And they did that in, what was it, silent movies. Remember the Mel Brooks movie?
Yeah.
And the heart monitor, I think it's Sid Caesar or whatever, he's in bed, right? He's sick or something happened. And all of a sudden the heart monitor, it looks like it's flatlining, but then they start playing Pong. And Sid Caesar's going, oh.
Only Mel Brooks.
Oh, yeah. And it was
he was great.
Marty Feldman and Dom DeLuise started playing Pong on that. Yeah, and you could buy Pong for your own TV, except it would burn a line in the middle of the screen.
Yeah. I had an uncle that's, hey, come on, play that. And you could see it all the time.
Yeah. Oh, how about this one? Remember that hip hop was discovered in the 70s. Hip hop and rap.
Really?
Oh, yeah. It was actually the one of the DJs. I think, what was his name? Grandmaster Flash. Yeah. They would be basically
off my level.
Yeah, it was basically in the Bronx is where it was born. And what ended up happening, if you remember, do you remember the song Rapture by Blondie?
Not sure.
Oh, Cotton. You being the music maven, I can't believe you can't remember that one.
Well, you're gonna have to hum a few.
Please. I don't want our listeners' ears to start bleeding if I start singing something. Okay? It was done in the late 70s, and it was called Rapture by Blondie. It sounds like a rap song, but it doesn't make any sense.
Oh, no wonder I didn't listen to it.
Yeah, It's a really weird song. What happened? Deborah Harrah, I think it was the guitar player, were friends with a hip-hop artist called Fab Five Freddy. And and they lead the song, the rap part of the song, with Fab Five Freddy. Yeah, it goes, Fab Five Freddy told me everybody's fly. That's the way it starts off in the rap part of Rapture.
That was the rap stuff, yeah.
And
never a fan. Never a fan.
Well, we discussed this before.
Yeah,
rap music, I relate it to the 60s music. And when I say that, the 60s music was about the human condition. In other words, it was about protest. It was about ending the war. It was about peace. It was about the human condition of what can be. Rap music is the human condition, how it is in the streets today.
Sure, it wasn't just drugs.
No, that was the 60s. That was the 60s. All righty. But what had happened was that they went a couple of concerts with rap, and then they decided to come back and kind of do that type of music in one of their songs. It was called Rapture. Look it up. I think you'll see, you'll kind of hear the rap into it, but they were very, very impressed with the beat and the rhythm. And so, it was actually born then. And then in the 70s, remember, it was the end of the muscle cars, but in the early 70s, some of the best muscle cars were made.
Oh, yeah. It had style too.
Yes. You know what? You're absolutely right. Some of the cars in the beginning of the 70s were awesome looking, like the 71 Cuda.
Yeah.
That was awesome, great man. Car. They were good looking cars. You had the Corvette. The Mustang was still looking pretty good back in the 70s. 71, until he went into the Mustang 2. Oh, that looked pretty bad. But it was a peak. The Challenger was awesome. You remember the Challenger and the Charger?
Was a badass car.
Oh, yeah, you ain't kidding, man. All right.
You could hear them coming too.
They were awesome. Well, the other thing too was also the rise of the environmental movement was in the 70s.
Mm-hmm.
And then that's when Nixon had signed the EPA, and so that was good. But speaking of Nixon, how about the Watergate scandal?
Yeah,
baby, that was a bad one.
Bottle to put it in.
That was a bad one, wasn't it?
Boy.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh, how about this one as well? Remember the women's rights movement started in the 70s.
Oh, yeah.
Right? Trying to pass the ERA, and the space race was still going in the 70s.
Yeah.
Remember?
That's awesome.
Yeah, you remember Apollo 13 when they almost had the near disaster?
Yeah.
They made a great movie with Tom Hanks, huh? Oh, how about the birth of Saturday Night Live? That's when it was good.
Yep, watched it last night.
With Chevy Chase. Oh yeah. Oh, oh, how about this one? The bicentennial celebration. Remember?
Yeah.
You know, the 200 years. You know, that was a big thing. And we also had the Olympics in LA. Remember? Oh, that was big. And we were such simpletons back in the 70s. You guys in the 70s. The Pet Rock.
Yeah. I think that was done by drugs.
No.
Here's a rock, Johnny, for your present. Here, smoke this first, and you'll love it.
well, just think about this. You don't have to clean up after it, and you don't have to feed it. You don't have to show it any attention, right? You know, it's not one of these needy type of pets. Oh, man, how about the invention of the microwave?
Yes.
Oh, that was big time.
Yep.
Hey, and how about this? Remember, you can hardly see them anymore, but you remember the ice cream trucks? And in the 70s, they started getting away from those typical, like, Looney Tune type of songs. Yeah. I remember one in our neighborhood used to play Indigada Davida.
No way.
Yeah. Yeah, but when the kids were very, very young and gullible, I used to tell them, I would tell them the music was when they ran out of ice cream.
Yeah, that could be.
Oh, really? Yeah, they're playing the music.
And they'd haul ass down the street. Hey, wait.
Yeah, they're playing the music because they're running out of ice cream. They don't want you to run out in the street. Oh, okay, Daddy.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, and this one.
We used to chase them. Boy, as soon as they started the beginning of the street, all the kids in all the neighborhood would run out.
Yeah, there's got to be something not too safe about that.
Oh, yeah. The good old days.
But speaking of the good old days, how about water beds?
Yeah.
I don't know if those were good old days.
Yeah, not my, I think I was in the middle.
I think I owned one and that was it. That was something, man. No. How about collect calls? Remember? You had to do a collect call?
Yeah.
Phone?
Yeah, I remember that.
Pay phones and collect calls, calling cards. Oh, yeah. Rotary phones. And remember, back then, we memorized the phone numbers.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. You know, I'll guarantee you probably still remember your first phone number.
It wasn't 714. It was 293-334 was the phone number.
Yeah. See?
293-334. Yeah. Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, mine was 213-223-9341.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. How about school? Do you remember the memograph machine?
Oh,
and the smell?
Yeah. Then you get somebody to fake them and tell them, hey, chew this up. It tastes like bubble gum.
Oh, golly. And metal lunch boxes?
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
yeah. That's coming back.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, I know it. Oh, how about this? Whenever you went to the cafeteria and ordered milk, the cartons that it came in, you couldn't open those things to save your life.
Oh, I know. They stamped
they
that
were like tough skinned. And you just almost just tear them apart trying to get them open.
Yeah.
Oh, man. And of course, last but not least, the freedom we had. Remember? I mean, you just get on your bike and go. That was it.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
You know, oh, yeah, geez. I mean, how many times did you just ride miles and miles away from your home?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, a lot.
Yeah. Yeah.
And there was a real good friend of mine lived right down the tracks from us. And yeah, I had a bike that had a double seat, so we could go around the neighborhood like easy rider. You know? That was great.
The banana seats. Remember the old banana seats, as they used to call them. The
Banana
real
seats.
long,
Oh,
the
yeah.
long,
Yeah.
the Schwinn with the banana seat. That was big time, man. But that was the way it was back then.
Yeah. Yeah, it was
lots
fun
of
times.
freedom, fun times, and a lot more freedom. I mean, we were the original free range kids. Get out of the house, don't come back until dinner. All righty. Hey, Cotton, we're running a little long.
Yeah.
Cotton, we're running a little long. What do you say we bring this one to a close, buddy?
Works for me.
All righty, my man. You have a great day, okay?
You too, Padre.
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Nos vemos después.
We'd like to thank you for listening and remind you if you happen to have any baby boomer topics you'd like us to cover, just email us at growingupboomer@gmail.com. And until next time, may God bless.